Now, we mentioned the Tyron Smith situation. He will have knee surgery, and he is out at least until December. An avulsion fracture of his left knee, an injury similar to the one suffered by Mekhi Becton, the Jets' right tackle, earlier in camp. There isn't a whole lot that the Cowboys can do, Charean, and you've been on this from the get-go. It just feels like Tyler Smith, the first-round pick, is going to be kicked out to left tackle, even though he shows up nowhere on the left tackle depth chart. At least he didn't as of yesterday. He was in a battle to be the starting left guard. It looks like Tyler Smith is going to be the guy, and you hope for the best. It's not like there's, I said this yesterday. In Pittsburgh, they were fretting about the offensive line and what do you do to make it better? Well, there isn't much you can do because good offensive linemen are not going to be available. Alex Leatherwood may be available. And again, good offensive linemen aren't going to be available. Their teams will keep them. So good luck to the Dallas Cowboys. They're just going to have to go forward. It's next man up. And they've seen that in recent years. That offensive line has been a patchwork just because guys get injured. It's a position that is prone to players getting injured, and we've seen plenty of them with the Cowboys on the offensive line in recent years.
Yeah, the last three left guards that they've drafted in Connor Williams and Lyle Collins. They didn't draft Lyle Collins, but they got him as an undrafted free agent. Long story there. And then now Tyler Smith. They were all left tackles in college. And so they drafted Tyler Smith looking at him as a replacement for Tyron Smith. They just didn't expect it to happen this soon. And if you remember, after drafting Tyler Smith, Jerry used the term tread on the tires. And he said, Tyron Smith, we think he has a lot of tread on the tires. That tread's getting really worn. He's only 31 years old, but when he came into the league, he was the youngest player to come into the league. He was 20 years old. He's played a long time. He's had back injuries. He's had neck injuries. And now he has this knee avulsion that he's going to have surgery on today. So they should have seen this coming. Now, I think they mismanaged the offseason a little bit. They cut Lyle Collins, who ended up on the Bengals, who we just talked about being in that practice fight. But they cut him, and they now have no depth on that offensive line. I have no idea who's going to be their swing tackle. And I think they're okay if they don't have any injuries on the offensive line. But how many times, Mike, has an offensive line gone through a season and not had an injury at some point? Now, it may be a short-term injury, but we almost always see offensive lines have injuries at some point that they have to navigate. And if the Cowboys have one, I'm telling you right now, they're in big, big trouble. I think they're okay if they can keep them healthy, but Tyler Smith is going to get a quick lesson in playing left tackle. He did it a little bit in like the rookie mini camp and a few of the all-season practices. But since training camp has started, Mike, he's been in there at left guard. He's taken no snaps at left tackle. So they've got a couple weeks now to get him ready. So it's going to be interesting to see how he performs in that first game.
It's amazing the things the teams do to delude themselves during the 7 months of 0-0. And look, we spend the entire offseason talking about which teams are going to be good, which teams are going to be not good, are the changes that they've made going to make them better, are they going to be worse, whatever. And we don't factor in the reality that guys are going to get injured. And I just wonder how much, and I know the teams, it's like we can't control it, but the reality is, it's going to happen. And if you're the Cowboys, you've got a recent history of guys getting injured on your offensive line. So what is your plan? Throwing Lyle Collins overboard, in hindsight, maybe not a good idea. Throwing Amari Cooper overboard, in hindsight, maybe not a good idea. And you really do put yourself in a position where your depth has to come from young players who will step up and perform without a lot of preparation. So as you said, if Tyler Smith becomes the left tackle, they got 2 weeks to get him ready.
Hi, I'm Mike Tirico, and thanks for watching. Make sure to hit subscribe for the latest news and highlights from NBC Sports.